Hello and welcome to the Interactive and Immersive HQ. My name is Marco and I work as a freelance TouchDesigner developer, and you might know me from my Instagram or YouTube channel named Reflect. And in today's video I want to talk a little bit about MIDI devices and the MIDI protocol. When it comes to interactivity, well, there are many options to control your patches, and one of them is to use MIDI devices. You can control your visuals, sound, or any other behavior of your projects. So I want to give you a beginner-friendly overview on what is MIDI and how you can connect a MIDI device to your TouchDesigner patch. First things first, what is MIDI? MIDI is a standardized protocol that allows communication between software, electronic instruments, controllers, and other devices. It stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, because back then it was used by musicians to connect their synthesizers, drum machines, and computers. Nowadays it's used for much more, especially in live shows and interactive installations. You can control lights, trigger visuals, and change effects in real time. Which MIDI controller works with TouchDesigner? Well, because MIDI is standardized, almost any controller will work. From cheap beginner devices to complex setups, or for example this Akai MIDI mix here, which I saw many people using. You can get it for under $100 on Amazon, for example. So if you are looking for like a nice beginner MIDI controller, maybe have a look into this one here. I will be using this self-made MIDI controller here that was built during one of our TouchDesigner Barcelona workshops. But you can also use any other controller that you want. Okay, so let's connect our controllers. As soon as you plugged it into your laptop or PC, just go under Dialogs tab here and open the MIDI device mapper. And in here it probably looks like this. It's all empty, and if you click on create a new mapping and then under in device, your controller or your device should show up here. Mine is called Tiny USB MIDI, and as soon as I choose it and I turn some knobs, you should see some messages appearing here in the control log. And once that is set up, you can just close it. And now we want to get these values into our project here, so you can just use a MIDI in chop. And now as soon as you turn one of your knobs or press any buttons or sliders or something, all these new chop channels here will appear. Basically MIDI values are between 1 and 127, and buttons are usually at 0 and at 127 when they are pressed. And of course each knob, slider and button has a different name. Okay, and now you could already reference these values to any parameter that you want. So depending on your project, you have to identify some parameters that make sense to change, to control your visuals. So I will be using this kind of 3D mandala here that we built in another tutorial on this channel, but you can also get the project file from the link down in the description. I will be just using this as an example here. If you are using your own project, you need to know which parameters you want to control. I chose 4 parameters here, and let me just reset all the channels first here. And I just want to use the first 4 knobs of my MIDI controller. And with the first one, I am going to control the second U parameter and this calf top here. So one thing we have to do first before we map it, before we reference it, is, as you see, the values are now between 0 and 127. So to map these values to 0 to 1. I just use a math chop, go to the range here and set the from range to 0 and 127 and the to range to 0 and 1. Yeah, that way all our values here are now between 0 and 1. What I also like to do is to rename my channels. Yeah, for example, I'm just gonna use a rename chop here, and I want to rename them from this kind of cryptic ch1 ctrl. So ch1 ctrl and a star. 2. I'm just gonna call them all knob. Yeah, if you want, you can also rename them separately and name them after the parameter that you are changing maybe. Yeah, it really depends on what makes most sense for you. All right, let's just add this to a null here and call it MIDI. And like I said, I identified some values here that are fun to control. So the first one is here that second U. So I'm just going to reference the first knob to that parameter. And as you can see now, when I turn the knob, I'm actually changing the shape of the instance geometry. Okay, I found 2 more values that I want to control. The other one is the uniform scale of our instance geometry here. So as you can see, this also looks pretty nice. The third knob, I want to control the depth scale of our extrude stop here. So I'm just gonna chop reference it here. And for the fourth knob, I found this taper value here to be nice to map. So let's connect that. Yeah. So now, as you can see, maybe let me just open these two here next to each other. This one and this one here. And now I can use my knobs here to control this mandala live here. Yeah, could be very useful for like a VJ gig, if you prepare all your project files and connect the MIDI devices accordingly, so that you also have some manual control over your visuals instead of just making them audio reactive or based on some algorithm or something. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy once you understood that MIDI is just like a very simple and super fast data protocol that you can use to control any parameter in TouchDesigner. But MIDI also, of course, works with other software like Ableton. And I think in Unreal Engine you can also reference MIDI controls. So yeah, have fun with it.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like our YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out the Interactive and Immersive HQ Pro. The HQ Pro is the only comprehensive educational resource and community for immersive design, TouchDesigner, and creative tech pros. In the HQ Pro trainings, we cover almost any topic you can think of, and we go way more in depth than we do in our YouTube tutorials. We have a private group where Matthew Reagan, myself, and our other industry veteran and pioneer teachers answer your questions every single day. If that sounds cool, click the link in the description to learn more. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more free TouchDesigner and Immersive content.